excited. Thank you so much, Anahita, for opening up the space. And Lisa, we all know that she's the one that started all of this, and it's been wonderful so far. My name is Aileen, and I've been a nurse for 9 years now. And a few years ago, I started getting involved in Reiki, integrative energetic medicine, and I'm now a practitioner in both. And now I've been called so many different things: spiritual mentor. The most recent one that I really like, that sounds cool, is quantum energy coach.
Wow.
Quantum energy coach. Yeah, very nice. But I like to incorporate the science of what I teach. Yes, spirituality is very much involved in it, but there is a science to it. So to start out, and I'm going to pass these around so people can see, this is actually a depiction of, it's called electrophotonic capturing. And this was actually a Russian professor, Russian doctor, by the name of Dr. Korokov, I believe. This was in St. Petersburg State Technology, or Technical University. And he created this camera called a gas discharge visualization camera. And they were discovering that the body emits a field. And these are actually before and after. They're starting to do more and more research on before and after meditation, before and after certain healing. And you can see how there was some breaks, not completely whole, and yet afterwards much more full, emitting much more. And then both of these, but this top drawing is from the Heart Math Institute out in California. And this drawing depicts what they recorded as the electromagnetic field of the heart. And they've discovered that the whole body emits a field, and that the heart's is actually bigger than the brain's. So, I know. So, can you imagine how we've been just standing close to someone, we're interacting with people's fields all day, every day, not even realizing that we're picking up on things. We can send things out, we can receive, and then we can interpret different energies. And so if you've ever walked into a room and you just don't know why you like it, you feel like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not sure what this is. You could be sensing something, not even realizing. So also in, I think it was Princeton University, Dr. Robert Jan, and I'll pass this around so everyone can look. He is doing research to discover that the mind and consciousness is actually can have a physical effect on our physical environment. So we're very powerful if we haven't realized. And there's so many different aspects of the subtle body, the body that goes beyond the skin. But the two that I want to go over today are the field and chakras. Have you guys heard of chakras before? Yes? Perfect. Questions so far about the field? Good? Awesome. So it can be very detailed, many layers, but today I just want us to focus on an actual bubble, like the picture of the electromagnetic field. We'll do a meditation together and see if you guys can actually maybe sense your own space and go from there. But you can also imagine how many ways that your field may possibly change, how many different emotions we feel, how many different experiences we have. Now this is Dr. Barbara Brennan. She drew this as how she saw, she saw different fields change. It may be different for other people, but I'll pass that around too. I am curious if you guys do meditate. Anybody? Yes. Good. We're gonna be just fine then. But when we do this first one, I want you guys to just be playful with it, not trying to feel anything, just using our imagination with what I guide you guys to do. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? So if we have both feet flat on the floor, everyone just take a deep breath and close your eyes. And I want you guys to start out by just listening to any noises you hear. The cars, the wind. And just allow the sounds to come to your attention. With eyes still closed, try to remember what you saw near you. The furniture nearby, the people next to you. Bringing your attention and your focus to the present moment. Just begin focusing on your breath, not trying to change anything, just noticing the flow. Bring your attention to the nostrils, the entryway, the sensation of it coming and going, entering and leaving. Now bring your focus to your belly. Feeling your diaphragm in and out. And now to your chest as your lungs expand and contract. I want you to imagine a bubble around you, a sphere, a big circle surrounding your body, however you need to see it. Just stay in this space, the air around your body. Just see what you notice. Do you like it? Is it hard to feel? Just pay attention to just a minute. Think about this past week. All the interactions that you've had. All the people that you've come in contact with. Friends, family, co-workers. Anybody that you gave your energy and attention to. With each breath in, imagine however you need to see it. You can see it as a color, you can see it as a light. Imagine you're pulling your energy back into your bubble. Each image that you see, each memory, each interaction, breathe your energy back into you. Just keep going through your week. Do another, and another, and another. more charged each time you bring yourself back to you. And in this more charged up place, being more in your own energy, in your own field, I want everyone to start by slowly opening your eyes, looking at the ground, feeling this charged up feeling with eyes open. Seeing you don't have to only feel this with eyes closed or doing a very long meditation. You can feel a bit more whole, a bit more back to yourself. Eyes open. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was that for you guys? Did anything pop up where it was like, wow, I did give my attention a lot to different people, or oh, I didn't realize anything? What about you, Isaac?
Well, I definitely see my son takes most of my energy.
Your son had it all, huh?
I would say 80%.
Okay.
That's normal. Kids do that.
Okay.
Interesting, looking at the bubble, I've noticed there's a little thing here going on because of my nose right now. Because I was breathing a really bad air while I was in Mexico, and so there was like a space that was open, so I closed it. And then there was another thing that was kind of open here in the bubble. What is that? It's like, oh, pay attention to my God. There's certain spicy food that is not good for me. I'm like, okay, got it.
Beautiful. I love it. Yes.
But overall, it was really great to get present to the beautiful space of bubble. A lot of light was happening. And like, what is this light? And it's definitely a connection to the prayer anymore.
Beautiful. Love it. Very good. Thank you. How about you? Is it Julia, right?
Julia.
Julia.
Well, I had one realization that I'm having this weird cough that sometimes maybe a few days I don't have it, and then suddenly. So now I have an answer that when I want to relax, it usually happens when I lay down or like feed my baby, and then suddenly I start coughing. So it's like kind of that I don't allow myself to relax. So, and I just told myself that now I allow myself to relax. Because it's kind of, this answer I received. But as far as like giving energy, it's mostly kids, and I've had trouble to take it back from them. Because I'm like, do I need to take? Maybe they need it. So I was kind of questioning that.
No problem.
Because these 2 weeks, kids were out of school, so it was like very hard on me, like just having all the kids at home and like mommy all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it could be. Now, have they been needing you more than usual, like in the household?
Especially my middle one. Yeah, she's asking me to play with her.
Gotcha. Okay. That can be difficult. I will say if you're feeling energized by it, by the giving, then that's okay. If you're feeling drained, then it's time to give it back. And you can even do a visualization where you're seeing them fine, healthy, and still separate from you and close to where it's not feeling so much of a loss, like you're disconnecting. There are, and we can get into this later, there are negative attachments that we are often doing and not even realizing. And when I say attachment, it's depleting for both parties. So has it felt like it uplifts you as well?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So that's a good indicator. If it's feeling good for you both, then maybe you can give them some of your energy.
Sometimes it's like sometimes it's draining. Sometimes it's like no, I don't want I need 15 minutes of quiet time.
Perfect. So now you can do that then. When you go get your 15 minutes of quiet time, you can bring you back to your bubble. Yeah? Awesome.
I don't have kids, but when we just started meditation, I started to think about my job and people around me, and to be honest, I feel like it drains me a lot of time. But it's difficult to stop it sometimes because you can't like tell people stop talking to you or stop.
Your boss, like just shh.
Yes. And yes, a lot of people, they have this negativity. They don't even realize they have it, and you're not the one who's gonna explain them. So yeah, a lot of thinking of my work, how some people during like even simple conversation, they take out your energy, and
Absolutely.
I guess I was thinking how to get it back, and then when visualization of the bubble, and that's thinking about yourself like a center,
Exactly.
and then you was saying like try to put it back. I was trying to think about how to put it back, and the only problem, look, I start to think about the Monday. I have to go back.
Beautiful. So what you can do, you can even go to, do you physically go or you work from home?
I work from Monday to Friday, physical, yes.
Physically.
Yeah.
What you can do is even just show up a little bit earlier and do this visualization in your car before you even enter the building, making sure that you're more whole, your energy, you're more full of your energy, and go up there. And it's almost an energetic armor, if you will. You're much more full of yourself going in there and knowing. And if you need to do it even throughout the day, especially if it feels like it's a draining environment, you may need to do it more than once, but you can definitely do it right before Monday morning.
For lunch.
And lunch and break and all of it.
I do go yoga and meditation
Beautiful.
once, twice a week, and it does make my energy back. But
Yes.
I would like to learn how to communicate in this case with people who take it from you. That would be, I'm thinking about learning this.
Yes, there's so much more we can. Well, we're gonna have to do more of these, aren't we? At least. There's so much.
Can I share something?
Yeah.
Because what came up for me was when you said that many years ago, Oprah was asked how she was able to talk to so many different people, especially people who had negative or toxic energy, and she was able to interview them and stay calm and all of that. And at that time she said, before I go into these kind of interviews, I just close my eyes and I pretend that I'm in this white bubble of light.
Oh, wow.
And that their negativity kind of like is like Teflon. It does not even come to me.
Beautiful.
Right? So that you just do that visualization, and when you are going to work, that you are just in that white bubble of light and you don't even let that come close to you.
Beautiful. Yes, very good.
Yes.
The only thing to be cautious of is when you're in a bubble and it's more for protection, then you're actually blocking the flow of love and joy. So in pulling yourself back and being more charged, you can still leave yourself open to receive what is deemed as positive or good or loving. So if you're feeling like it's easy for you to just once again give right back, it could be that you need to be more grounded versus in the bubble and protected. Think about having to hold a shield all day. Your arm's going to get tired, right? So what you can do is feel yourself in your office chair, pulling your energy down, maybe feeling your feet flat on the floor, standing up and focusing on being grounded. And even if you need to see something like roots going into the ground, that can help you hold your energy a little bit better too. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed that, and the bubble made me feel really calm and at peace. And I was seeing a lot of, at first, greens and oranges, and then greens, and then when you said to start thinking about the people that you interacted during the week, this was a really interesting week for me because I was very irritable with everybody.
Okay.
So maybe I was the person that was giving off that energy that so when I was trying to bring my energy back, I didn't want it back. And I kept thinking love, 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 and I was seeing purple light, and I was feeling joy, and I was trying to picture the different people and so on. I kept thinking, why were you so irritable and so mean and grouchy with your mom or certain people?
It could have actually been that you were sensing them wanting your energy too. So that irritability was like almost defensive, right? Could have been.
Okay.
What's beautiful with you seeing colors, we're going to get into the chakras, but you said you saw orange, which is sacral, and we'll go over what each one is. Green is the heart, and you said purple, violet, that's third eye.
When you were saying to towards the end, then I started seeing blue. When we were gonna.
Throat.
Oh, weird. Oh, wow. Okay.
So maybe you weren't communicating, as I say, or you had to give a lot of verbal expression and energy this past week. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does actually a lot.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh,
Were you
okay.
able to feel the field though? You saw a lot.
I saw a lot. I just felt really good. Yes, I did feel. I did feel more energized when I was like towards the end of that process.
Beautiful. Cool. Well, we'll dig in more. You'll know what the colors mean.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so when I was visualizing, I just felt like an orange bubble around me. And then I was like, all right, cool. And then when I was going through my week, I was kind of like, I was coming up to every single person, and I was taking my energy back. And I realized that the color became more vibrant as I was going through my week. And then also the feeling was that it was almost like patches. I was taking back patches of myself. And that was awesome because I felt immediately better after I started taking back my energy.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And orange, sacral chakra.
Yeah.
We'll let you know what that is in a
Okay,
little bit.
interesting.
Very cool. Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
For me, it was just peaceful,
Beautiful. Okay. Good. Just calming.
just calm.
Good. Did you have an easy week?
Pardon me?
Did you have an easy week? Was it difficult?
My weeks are always easy.
Beautiful. Lucky her, right? What is she doing?
She meditates.
Wonderful.
There we go.
And part of it is so I'm very familiar with, and I love this topic. I have been going Dr. Joe Dispenza's work.
Oh yes, she's wonderful.
A
Yes.
while, and you know, my coach actually shared with me she was on an advanced retreat a couple of weeks ago where he shared some research where they found out that people who meditate on a regular basis they researched the blood, and they found that people who meditate, the blood becomes so thick, like the structure of the blood comes so thick that it actually protects the body from viruses.
Yep.
And not only that, really that where they have now done the research and can see where somebody was meditating and was really heart-brain coherent, that it actually jumped the electromagnetic field, jumped to another screen. How we can expand, and really how by us being in heart-brain coherence, how we can really heal other people around us. So almost like as if when we are in that peace then suddenly other people feel at peace and they become more peaceful as well. So again, because of I have been doing this work and I am aware of it, I realize that I live life in the experience of my thinking, not so much of the outside circumstances. So that's why I can say I always have an easy week, because I know that it's just my thinking that makes it different.
Absolutely. So she's a pro, basically.
I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro at all.
But for anyone that doesn't understand what she's talking about with heart-brain coherence, so the brain is wonderful in itself as well. We know that it has its own system, that it's constantly communicating, but they've discovered the heart as well. Oh yeah, the sun's coming out, sorry. The heart as well has brain-like cells where it has its own thinking and its own response system too. So what happens is oftentimes when they're in discord, things aren't working out for us. When they can synchronize and harmonize, when the brain and the heart are on the same page, that's a portal, that's an entryway into our subconscious, where we can begin to create, not in 3D, not in physical, in 4D, in 5D. And that's when we can manifest and things come into our lives. It's very, very beautiful. But yes, there's so much to talk about. Like I said, we're gonna have to do so many.
You just want to speak for 2 hours, let's do more.
Sounds good. Thank you, Iris. Beautiful.
I used to seeing things in paintings.
Clara has a magical third eye, yes.
So sort of, I can see it from outside. That's how it comes to me, and I saw myself, and it was orange, but it was fire, and it was mixed with pink. And as I started, taking that energy back and in some stress, as they speak, but also a lot from my past, then it became more clear. And there was some light, and I was holding a baby next to me.
Wow.
But it was like just my body. Just the image of the baby. I'll draw it. That's what I do.
Post it in the group so we can see.
One day we should mix it up with painting or drawing. It's great.
That would be
art.
We'll do a meditation first, and then you have to.
Yes.
Paint.
My art teacher actually does teams up with this dance lady, and they do a dance therapy first, and then you draw whatever you want. It's a great combination.
Yes, let's do it. How do you feel?
Or something.
The thinking is one thought. Thinking about the guy that's in my life, but it's like I still couldn't let him go. Why am I still clinging on to this guy? And then, because I have some problem with my right hand, I don't know if it's arthritis or something. It's just and tingles and numbness. I used to have carpal tunnel syndrome, and I had the surgery too late. So the doctor said that I have permanent nerve damage. So when I was meditating, doing this exercise, I felt like this hand was really giving me trouble, very painful. I feel that the energy is kind of amplified. It's sort of on that fire feeling, but it's not that intense. It's just not. I feel that it's blocked, and then I feel that this hand, this arm is really swollen. In terms of the color, I just feel that I'm in a very foggy space. Just foggy. There's no particular color. So I was hoping this feeling will go away. Now I'm talking, it doesn't bother me that much, but when I'm meditating, it's really bothering me.
So that
physical pain.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me that you bring up man. In my world with this energy stuff, the right side is masculine, the left side is feminine. It can be our own masculinity and femininity, but it can also be men in our lives, women in our lives, etc. So it be crazy to say, or would you understand if I were to tell you you have an energetic attachment to this person?
Yes, yes, definitely. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
So it's interesting that as you're trying to get at peace, as you're trying to bring your energy back, it's difficult because he has a hold on you. Makes sense, right?
Although that person has cut communications completely,
Right. This
but
is
I'm still
only-
cleaning up too.
Gotcha.
My
Well-
imaginary person.
And a lot of times with my clients, I don't even worry about who's doing what. It could be you both are connecting. It could be he is to you, you are to him. Regardless, it's always depleting for both parties. So if he may be clinging to you and in turn is still hurting himself by doing so. So if you guys are okay not to continue, I would like to do a technique with you. And we can detach here together. And everyone can actually help with visualizing this for her too. And it just makes it that much stronger when we do it all together. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll have you close your eyes. And I want you to picture him in front of you. See his face, his hair, what he might be wearing. It's okay if you have some emotions with it. And I want you to actually think about some good memories as to why you may have brought him into your life, why you allowed the connection. Giving yourself some grace that at one point there were good things, that it was positive and beneficial for both of you. I want you to say his name to yourself 3 times. And tell me, where do you feel it the most in your body? When you say his name.
In my head.
So I want you to see a cord coming from your head to him. I want you to actually find some gratitude for this connection. Whether it be positive memories, having compassion for maybe the hard life he had, to make him not be kind to you. Just knowing that this is going to benefit both of you. To disconnect. See that cord however you need to see it, whether it's light, whether it's like a rope, however you want to see it, from you to him. And I want you to physically reach out and grab the cord, because I want to make neural connections. We need to tell your brain that this is very real. So whichever hand you want to reach out and grab the cord in the air as if you're really, and I want you to go ahead and pull it towards you as if you're bringing your energy back to you. You can still see him whole, separate, and fine. Fine without the connection. You have not hurt him. And you've helped the both of you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Come back. Oh, hello. How's that? Good. Yeah. What do you feel?
Peace, more peace.
How's your arm?
It's better.
you may need to do this more than once.
I think so.
Yeah. It's very easy for it, especially if it's been years, very easy for this connection to happen again. And it may be that some ways to tell if it's happened again, if you have random thoughts about him, if you're having anger, sadness, or frustration, what we say negative emotions, it may, oh, you know what, I need to detach again. And always doing it from a loving, compassionate place. Because if you do it in anger and sadness, frustration, it makes it stronger. Always, always, always.
Gosh, very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you guys for allowing that.